Hello, my Chelsea fans. How we all doing? It's nice to be with you all again this new year. Compliments of the season once again. Wishing everybody a wonderful, prosperous, and fruitful 2025. So let's get going. My video will be on Chelsea's defensive situation and our performances so far in the Premier League. Guys, what do you think? Has our performance been really okay? We are struggling to score goals and we are struggling to keep clean sheets and we are struggling to defend our lead anytime we score. So I just don't know what's happening, and it has to do with our defense. Our defense, we've been having the defensive crisis, and you see, life. One thing in life is that when you're up and when you think you have so much money and you can buy anything you want in life, it's always advisable most times you reserve that money you think you have and stay humble. I'm going somewhere. You stay humble. If you are able to achieve success with a certain number of equipment or a certain number of people, and all of a sudden you've achieved success and you have so much money that you think you can buy anything you want, buy any equipment you want, or buy any player you want that you think can give you more success, it's always advisable that those people or those persons who helped you achieve the initial success, you accord them respect, because you don't know what tomorrow will be. Chelsea came in with new owners. Yes, there was a certain team that gave them the Champions League, that won the Champions League trophy for them. The likes of Jorginho, N'Golo Kante, Kai Havertz, and many other players, including players like Trevor Chalobah, Ben Chilwell. These were players who performed very well for you. These are players who gave their heart for the club. All of a sudden, new owners come in, they have so much money, they think they can buy the whole world, and they start buying players. I'm not against that. The players they've bought, some very fantastic, some are proving their worth, and others not up to standard. Because I don't see why a Disasi should be in that team while we have a Trevor Chalobah performing amazingly well in a Crystal Palace team. Now the chips are down. We have a defensive crisis. Wesley Fofana is injured. Benio Chile is out, also injured. And we have a Disasi on the bench. We have a Tosi Aderibayo on the bench. But they are not reliable. The coach can't call them. We see us playing a very young lad in the name of, what's his name? That paired Levi Cowell. And Champong, Joshua Champong, or I hope I pronounce his name well. He's been used, and yet we have some people we bought. Disasi can't be compared with a Trevor Chalobah at all. And this guy, on several occasions, didn't want to leave the club. He resisted going on loan to some, because they were practically pushing him away from the club. Now the chips are down. Now we have a defensive crisis and we are now running back to him. If you were the one who was Trevor, would you want to come back to Chelsea? That's my question to some of us. If you actually Trevor Chalobah, would you want to come back? So these are the issues. Yeah, it's always good in life you stay humble. You don't bite or you don't despise the people who led you to success or who led you to great feats early in life. I wish he comes back because he's a fantastic defender and he has proven it time and time again that he's a very strong, matured, experienced defender. I pray he comes back. Then we're looking at other options that buying Maguire. Maguire was formerly with Chelsea as well. Now we want to go to buy him, and Crystal Palace is telling us to pay 70 million. I don't blame them. Yeah, we should pay for that amount because he's worth it. He's actually upgraded himself and he's definitely worth that amount. So there are two options. Go for the expensive option of paying for Maguire or recalling Trevor Chalobah from loan from Crystal Palace. I also learned that the recall clause is not in the agreement that was in the statement that was agreed between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. Well, I hope they can able to find a way or come to a compromise. But all in all, we need to fortify that defense. Yes, in as much as that Chelsea team is one of the youngest, if not the youngest in the Premier League, but we have what it takes to, even if we can't challenge for the title, maintain the fourth top four position and qualify for Champions League. We have those qualities. We have the boys that can do that. Also, in the midfield, we need to help Moise Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. They've played a lot of matches together. We need to recall some of our boys in other clubs who are playing midfield. Kani Chukwuemeka, I don't know. They said they want to sell him. Cesare wants to be sold to Torino. I don't know why he can't be used. I just don't know. The guy is a fantastic player. Cesare, the Italian, is a very fantastic midfielder. I don't know why he's being sold or he's planned to be sold to Torino. So, guys, what's your take, my fellow Chelsea fans? What do you think? Should these guys be sold? Should Kani Chukwuemeka and Cesare, should they be sold? We have a Santos playing in Strasbourg in France. Should he be recalled? Because these guys need to be alternated. And we have so many matches coming up in the future. We have so many matches coming up. So, what's your take, guys? What do you think should be done? And do you actually think we can still maintain this fourth position? Clubs like Newcastle are really, really performing. You can see that Nottingham Forest has broken into the top four position and they are doing fantastically well. They are doing fantastically well. And one dangerous thing is that these clubs have no other engagement. It's just the Premiership they are focusing on. Unlike Chelsea that will play the FA, will play the Conference League, you're challenging for Premier League, and then other FIFA competitions that might be coming up in the future. Clubs like Nottingham Forest, Newcastle, Aston Villa, and those other behind us are just focusing on that Premier League. So it's quite dangerous because we need to reshuffle. So we all hands must be on deck. We need players to come in so that we'll be able to alternate. Enzo Maresca needs to dig deep and he has to build that squad. He has to have a bench, a second 11 that will compete and help us with this tight schedule of matches that will be coming up. So guys, what do you think? Like my video, share my video, and make your comments. It's nice to see you guys again, and see you on my next video. Bye.